afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. How are we doing? We are back here for day 19 of the 21 days to gratitude and abundance challenge. And I want to welcome those of you who are on Instagram. I haven't been doing this on Instagram, but I've been telling people to come over onto Facebook to do it with me. But I decided, in the final days or so that we're going to go onto Instagram. So we're on Instagram Live. We are also on YouTube Live and Facebook. So before we go any further, if you've been watching every day, what we do when we start, we share to our network. So I'm just going to put some of this on our groups that I have, that I'm running and that I'm in with. And yep, I've done, one more. Yep, I've done that one as well. Great stuff. So I've now sent them all over to my networks, and I'm asking you to do the very same. Do the same for me. Join the network. There we go. And let's send it where it needs to go. So today we are day 19 of 21 days. So we're coming down to the end. It's coming down to the end of the year. And so we are looking at our lives and we're preparing for where we want to go, what we want to do, and how we're going to get there moving into 2021. Now, before I go any further, what I am going to say is this. Guys, please manage your expectations. 2021, when we go into it, it's just going to be another day, right? Things are not going to change dramatically overnight. I just want to give you the honest truth. We help our state of mind. Yeah, so let's manage our expectation. So that's the first thing that I'm going to say. And I'm actually going to write that down, actually, because that's not something that I had in mind to say. But obviously, God the Father, God the Mother, God of the universe wanted us to know. Manage expectations. Right? That's the first thing. Right, so we're going to go into today's task. I'm quite excited about today's task, actually, because when I was going through it last night and early hours of this morning, it really gave me a sense of hope. It really gave me a sense of, regardless of what's going on, regardless of what is going on with us and what's going on in the world, that there is hope, and hope has a name. It does. All right, hope has a name. And so I am going to go straight into it, because today may not seem long, but the message is long. So, but also, before I go any further, this is a monologue, yeah? Oh no, this is a dialogue. It's not a monologue. It's not just me talking. This is a dialogue. I do want some interaction. So if there's anything that strikes a chord or that you want to say, put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. Let me know that you are here today. Let me know that you've done some of the tasks or you haven't done some of the tasks. Let me know what you're struggling with. We're coming down to the last couple of days. We're day 19 and there's only 21 days. But there will be more in the new year. I want you to feel comfortable here. I want you to know that there's some good juicy things coming that I'm working on right now, that's coming in January, February, March time. For the next 90 days, there's going to be some stuff coming in, and it's going to all be for your growth, all to help you to move forward. And we're going to work together. We are going to work together, and we're going to conquer this thing. All right, so I am going to go on to the task in hand. Today's task, Faith, day 19. Your phrase today is, today I remember to love everything and everyone I come into contact with. I'll read that again. Today I remember to love everything and everyone I come in contact with. Right. Now, it is love that keeps us going. It is love that helps us to mature. It is love that moves us. It is love that shapes us. All right. So we have to remember that it's our responsibility to love, to nurture, to cherish what is us, as us has been, and what's also outside of us. And we have to also remember that when we are on one cussing, or when we are disgruntled, frustrated, in pain, scared, how we respond or react to others. Oh my goodness. I'm just, you know what? The Lord is talking today. That's how I see it. The Spirit of the Most High, whatever you choose to call it, is talking today. Manage your expectations was the first thing. And the second one was to be mindful how you treat yourself. I have to write it down because this is what's come to me. Yourself and others. And that's day 19. Guys, good morning, good morning, good morning. I keep saying good morning. I'm so used to being here in the morning. It's good afternoon. And I just looking, and Michelle is here. Good afternoon, Yvonne. Michelle joining for the first time, but looking forward to this in the new year. Absolutely. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Karen Eastman. Thank you for being here. Good afternoon, Litza. Good afternoon, all of you that are on YouTube joining in. Those of you who are just logging in now, remember, share. And if you're on YouTube, share, like, and subscribe. Listen, on YouTube, I think I'm a couple off of 200 people. Now, I haven't been running YouTube long. So if you are listening, I would like to get to that number today. So if you know anyone, or you wanna help me in my pursuit and meeting more people and helping more people within my ministry, please join me on YouTube. You will find me there. I'm posting more and more there as the days go by. Anyway, manage your expectations, guys. Want to call me at this time? What's going on? People, leave me alone now. Me have something fiddle. All right then. Can we not get too excited? Anyway, so let me just do this, because I've got things to do today. And we've got the show at 10 tonight. So there's lots going on. And if you would like to join our panel, it's exclusive. Not anybody can go in the panel. Let me know. Anyway, so I'm going to go on with our day 19. Our phrase today: I remember to love everything and everyone I come into contact with. And here is the task. I'm going to read something out, but I want you to go on to the thread above, and I want you to read this a couple of times, and then write down your thoughts and your feelings in your notebook or journal. Really important. Right, so let me just cough that out. Okay, so we're going to share a parable. I'm going to share a parable with you. So I'm going to read it out, and I want you to remember these words. This too shall pass. I'm going to say it again. This too shall pass. Wherever you're going through, wherever you find yourself, this too shall pass. Okay? Remember that. Remember that as we're going through. Okay, so here's a story. There was a king, and he once said to the court sages, I have a ring with one of the finest diamonds in the world, and I want to hide a message under the stone that can be useful in a situation of extreme despair. I will give this ring to my heirs, and I want it to serve faithfully. Think of what kind of message will be there. It must be very short to fit on the ring. The sages knew how to write treaties and express themselves in long sentences. They didn't know how to express themselves within short sentences. They thought and thought, but they did not come up with anything. The king complained about the failure of his venture to his faithful old servant, who raised him from infancy and was part of the family. The old man said to him, I am not a sage. I'm not educated, but I know such a message. For many years spent in the palace, I met a lot of people. And once I served a visiting mystic whom your father had invited, and he gave me this message. I ask that you don't read it now. Save it under the stone and open it only when there is no way out at all. The king listened to the old servant. After some time, the enemies attacked, and the country and the king lost the war. He fled on his horse, and the enemies pursued him. He was alone. His enemies were many. He rode and rode and rode to the end of the road. There was a huge, deep cliff before him. If he fell there, it would certainly be the end. He couldn't go back as the enemies were approaching him. He already heard the clatter of the horse's hooves. He had no way out, and he was in complete despair. Then he remembered the ring. He opened it and found an inscription. This too shall pass. After reading the message, he felt that everything was quiet. Apparently, the pursuers got lost and proceeded to go in the wrong direction. Horses were no longer heard. The king was filled with gratitude towards the servant and the unknown mystic. The words were powerful. He closed the ring and set out on the road. He gathered his army and returned to his kingdom. On the day when he returned to the palace, they arranged a magnificent meeting, a feast for the whole world. The people who loved the king. The king was happy and proud. The old servant came up to him and said softly, even in this moment, look at the message again. The king said, now I'm a winner. People are celebrating my return. I'm not in despair. I'm not in a hopeless situation. So why do I need to look at the ring again? Listen to this, the old servant. Listen to this, old servant. The servant answered. Let me say that again. Listen, said the servant. The message works only in moments when the message not only works. Let me get this right. Listen, said the servant. The message works not only in moments when everything is bad, but it also works in victory. The king opened the ring and read, this too shall pass. And again, he felt a silence fall over him. Although he was in the midst of a noisy dancing with people and crowds of people dancing and having a good time, his pride dissolved. He understood the message. He was a wise man. And the old man said to the king, do you remember everything that happened to you? No thing and no feeling is permanent. A night changes a day, and a day changes a night. So moments of joy will overtake despair and replace it. Accept them as the nature of things, as part of life. Friends, today, after completing the task of this day as usual, I want you to comment, day 19 done. That's the first thing. But also look at the events of your life, both good and not so good, while considering the words of this parable, this too shall pass. then write here in the group your thoughts and your feelings you have about the meaning of the parable. So I want you to write here in the group. Remember what your phrase is today. Your phrase is, today I remember to love everything and everyone I come into contact with. And your final part of your assignment, the final part of your task, is to list 3 things that you are grateful for from the event of this parable. What are you grateful for? What was the learnings here? Remember, regardless of what situation you're in, this too shall pass. You may be in the UK. I am doing this live stream from the UK, and we've been told yesterday, a message was put out to the whole country that the southeast of England and London is going into tier 5. What is tier 5? We don't know. But what we know is proper lockdown. This too shall pass. I know that some people have been cut off from their families, their loved ones, their friends. This too shall pass. Get on to social media and start talking. Get on and start creating communication spots, hubs with your loved ones, with your friends. Get involved in a network. If you have no network to get involved in, if you're shy, you can stay right here. The Global Empowerment Movement. This is what we are here for. We're here to empower you. We're here to embrace you. We're here to love on you. There is a network of people, a network of women, a network of men who will be there, will talk to you, will encourage you. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. How you're feeling right now, if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling overwhelmed, this too shall pass. If you're feeling happy, embrace the happy moments, because this too shall pass, sorry to say, and something else will happen. But if you are feeling anxious, I'm encouraging you to take a breath. Let it out. Breathe it all in. And let those anxious moments out. We are here to help. We are here to nurture. We are here to give. This is the 19th day of the 21-day Gratitude and Abundance Challenge. And I hope that this story has encouraged you. I hope that you will recognize that regardless of where you find yourself, regardless of what's going on around you, that this will pass. And we will be here, as I mentioned yesterday, about the story of Moses, where his brother and his sister held up his hand until he manifested what he needed to manifest. He was able to go up onto the mountain and pray, and God was able to talk to him in such a significant way. But he felt weak. He felt weak in a moment, and we all do. We all go through things. And right now, it's not an easy time. It's not. But if we stick together, as I said yesterday, we talked about unity. If we stick together, we can overcome anything. We are overcomers. We are more than what we think we are. And you are enough. I want you to know that today. So those of you who are under the sound of my voice, today I've come to tell you that this too shall pass. Whether it's good or whether it's not so good, it will pass. And you will overcome. And you will be greater. You will be bolder. And you will be more significant in your own life than what you ever have been. So be encouraged. And if you are lonely and if you want something to do later, please join me here on Facebook for the After Dark show. It starts at 10. It's the After Dark show. It's a talk show. We talk about relationships. And today is the last one of the year, even though on New Year's Eve, the After Dark crew are having a party. We're having a New Year's Eve jamboree, party, whatever you want to call it. We're coming together, and you are more than welcome to join us. Tickets for the After Dark party are available on Eventbrite. And today, there are no tickets for today. You just come onto YouTube, hit me up on my YouTube channel, Yvonne Michelle TV, and join us tonight, 10 till midnight, where we're going to have a lovely conversation. We're going to be dissecting relationships and how relationships have really been affected during this period and how we're really feeling. I think it's really important to get a gauge of where you are and how can we help you move forward. So tonight is going to be a really good show, really, really good show. Again, New Year's Eve will be here. But for now, this is your girl Yvonne Michelle. I thank you for being here. I thank you for your support throughout the whole year. I thank you for everything. And I will be back a bit later. And I won't look like this. I will sort myself out. But before I go, let me just ask you, are there any questions? Do you have any questions for me today? I think it's really important that, I give you some time to be a part of this, to say how you're feeling. I want to know how you guys are. So I'm just going to open up a little bit, give you a couple of seconds to, and I'll just say hi. Hi, Nikki, and hi, Amina. How you doing? I know that you're there. I know Karen Eastman's here. I know Michelle is here. So just let me know. Joanna Brown, Pippa Owens. How are you doing, my darlings? I hope that you are well, and I hope that you have got something out of today's live. We've only got a few days left, and we're on day 19, and then 21 days we're doing this. And then we are going to be going into, I will be offering you guys a chance to set yourselves up really nicely for 2021 and be ready to set your goals, set your targets, and get that vision ready to be executed, because we're moving somewhere. And if you're on this platform, we are going somewhere. We're not playing. Yeah, I don't want anyone to be left behind, but if you get left behind, that means you're going to have to put on your sprints and start running. Take off the heel them and run to catch up, because we are going somewhere. We want to have better lives next year. We want to have better communication, better relationships next year. We want to create more money next year, because let's face it, we can't do anything without it. We need it, and we need to be self-sufficient. So guys, I'm just saying, if you are on this, you'd better get on it. Right, so I'm going to be giving you some strategies of how to do this, and this training will be free. Yeah, I was going to charge for it, but I'm actually going to make it free. There's workbooks, there's tools, there's techniques, there's strategies that we're going to come together every day, and we're going to put some action behind it so that we can move forward. So guys, it's all happening. It's happening at the beginning of January. It'll be between the 1st and the 10th of January. Well, it won't be on the 1st. It won't be on the 1st because we're having a party on the 31st. So it will not be on the 1st, but it'll be in the first few days of January. So I will be putting those things out in the next couple of days. So if you're interested, book your seat. I'm looking, and I'm telling you this, I am making my goals bigger. I'm looking for 300 audacious people who really want to change their life. 300 people who want to change their lives. So if you know somebody, if it's virtually free, right? So if you know somebody that you think this will be good for, pop them on as well. Anyway, I'm going. I need to go. But I wanted to just thank you for being here. I wanted to thank you for your support. I hope that this has helped you. I hope that this has helped you, and that you've got something out of these 21 days. I know I certainly have had a good learnings from this. I'm just looking on the Global Empowerment Group just to see where we're at and see if we're recording. It should be. Yeah, it's there. It's there. It's there. It's there. It's there. Right. So I just want to see if there's any more. Oh, my people again are talking very loud. Let me shut the door in. So let's just see and make sure that there are no questions. No questions. Okay, guys. That's it. I'm done. I've waited long enough. I will be back tomorrow at 12, and also I'll be back tonight for the After Dark show. I'm really looking forward to doing that. So put your glad rags on, get yourself a glass of wine, and let's get ready to have a conversation. All right? Michelle is saying, thank you, Yvonne. See you at 10. I will see you. Everybody wants to ring me. Everybody wants to ring. So I'm going to go, guys. I'm going to go before the phone starts ringing. I don't know why this keeps happening to me, but I shall turn off before next time. Anyway, ciao, ciao.